Over the last couple of days, we spoke about, particular Indian dishes which are beneficial for health, provided they're cooked the right way with the right kind of ingredients, and provided that we don't overeat, what's of understanding the health benefits behind this South Indian traditional dish, which is nothing but yogurt mixed with rice, cooked with some spices. Now, if you may not be for you, but for all the other people whose staple includes having a little bit of curd, science and the health behind this. So number one, the combination of curd rice, okay, it is great for your digestive system. Now, yes, the fact that there's cruelty to cows and the whole milk thing, and besides the fact that most of our milk samples are adulterated in the country, you have hormones being pumped into cows and you have excess estrogen and all of that stuff. But a lot of people have their own cows, a lot of people get access to good milk and they make their own yogurt. This is especially people who live in villages and people who still follow their traditional Indian staple diet. So we need to understand that curd rice is fantastic for your digestion. You see, curd, I'm not talking about the processed curd which has preservatives in and no live cultures. That's not a probiotic for you. But when you make your own curd at home, that is a super probiotic, a natural probiotic that makes it excellent for your gut and excellent for your digestive system. So if you have stomach upsets, if you have diarrhea as an adult or your children as well, a curd rice combination, a little bit of it, is fantastic for an upset stomach. It is fantastic for someone who has diarrhea or recovering from diarrhea. So we put a lot of our patients, depending on the kind of cancer they have or sickness, who are going through chemotherapy when their gut is completely messed up, we slowly heal them with curd rice. Okay, it is also great for people who have excessive acidity and stomach ulcers. But because when you have stomach ulcers, you want foods that can heal the stomach and foods that can heal the gut. So traditionally, it's a fantastic food for healing. So instead of white bread being served in hospitals for almost every condition, that's become like a staple in all hospitals, we should go back to the traditional serving of a little bit of curd and rice. Because when people are on heavy medication, that creates a lot of acidity. Curd and rice is something that is naturally cooling to the digestive system. So you can actually bring down those levels and avoid this vicious cycle of being prescribed antacids all the time. If you suffer from indigestion and bloating, curd rice again in the right quantity. You see, there's a lot of good traditional Indian cuisine which is great for us. The problem and the biggest mistake we've made is we tend to overeat it. We eat more rice, we eat more rotis, we eat more of everything. And that's why we put on weight, because coupled with our sedentary lifestyle and more calories, it is a recipe for gaining weight. So we need to understand that curd rice originally was served in very small bowls after a meal to balance the spice and cool down the body. So it is great for indigestion. It is great for bloating as well. So a lot of people today are, but rice is a carb and I shouldn't have a carb and stuff like that. You don't understand that it's not about the carbohydrate. It's more about your lifestyle. A lot of people have little curd and rice and yet they have great bodies. Size 0 figures, 6 packs, whatever it is, your definition of a great body. But most people feel good when they have a little bit of curd rice because that's how it's designed to go with Indian food, to cut down spice. Today, we don't balance our Indian meal, so we eat spicy and we end our meal without balancing it. And that's why we have more acidity, and then we have a quick fix of an antacid, which eventually messes up your complete stomach and your gut. When your child has fever, this is for you as well, curd rice is beneficial to even lower down the fever immediately. Number one, it's cooling for the body. And number two, as the weather changes and it gets more hot on the outside, curd rice becomes a naturally cooling food for all of us. It's great for the immunity. Now, why? Why would this be great for the immunity? Because anything that's good for your gut health is good for your immunity. Because 75 to 80% of your immunity starts in your gut. So you can keep popping supplements and vitamins and superfoods, but if you don't have the right gut health, you're not absorbing it, and your immunity is dependent on how your gut can synthesize most of the food, vitamins and minerals from the food that you eat. So you can be popping the best immune boosting supplements, but if you don't have the right gut health, it's not going to work for you. That's why curd rice will have a connection with good immunity, because it's great for your gut, so long as it's the right quality of curd that you use. Now, for women and young girls going through PMS and painful cramps during their period cycle, and you have this excessive bloating and pain, Again, curd rice in a small quantity is great for you because it has magnesium, it's got potassium, everything to help you reduce that bloat and reduce the stomach cramping. Magnesium plays a huge role in reducing the stomach cramping, and this also becomes a great post-recovery meal for people who are running marathons, or they indulge in heavy exercise, because magnesium helps you reduce your muscle cramping. So when you wake up in the morning with tight cramping in your calves, or the elderly people wake up with leg pain and pain in their calves, they need magnesium. You can get magnesium in a supplement, in almonds and nuts and seeds and leafy vegetables. You can also get it in your traditional curd rice. Now, over and above this, the beauty of curd rice is it's not just yogurt mixed with rice. Okay, so you have mustard seeds, which are again fantastic for your health. When you mix crushed mustard seeds with yogurt and you consume it, it basically makes your body expel out mucus. So if you have a lot of mucus in you, again, now we have to understand yogurt is a cold food, so it doesn't suit some people. For the people who it suits, crushed mustard seeds with a tablespoon of yogurt actually gets you to expel mucus from your lungs. So number one, you have mustard seeds which are tempered in, again, a good quality unrefined coconut oil or ghee, which is both fantastic, great fats for your system. And then some people add coriander leaves, some people temper curry leaves, which is fantastic for your immunity. Then you have ginger, some people put green chilies, some people put red chilies. So you see, and of course you add hing, which is basically great for digestion and for reducing gas in your stomach. These little things added to simple rice and curd is what makes it such a healthy and nutritious combination. So yes, if you've been avoiding it thinking that you're putting on weight, no, you're putting on weight because you have a sedentary lifestyle. You're putting on weight because you eat too much, you overeat. You're putting on weight because you don't sleep well at night. You're putting on weight because you have chronic stress and emotional stress. These are the reasons. Curd rice is not going to be the reason that you put on weight, or it's not going to be the reason why you cannot lose weight. We need to go back to these traditions and fit it into our life if it works for us. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.